Hello and welcome back to the conclusion of the Idlewild Open 2020. We have the final round, back nine action, just 9 holes to go as the action is truly heating up here in Burlington, Kentucky. Big Jerm, Jeremy Koling, joined by Paul Ulibarri. Big Barry commentary.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous too, and I'm playing.
I'm nervous for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. This is going to be great. I mean, Paul McBeth, 22 under right now, but Eagle McMahon at 24, he needs to do a little bit of work, and so does the rest of the card. With Jordan Castro catching that double bogey and the single bogey, let's see if he can kind of make a push.
And look at Chris Dickerson and Eagle McMahon are 9 down through 9, so they're doing pretty good. As we go to hole 10, par 3, 368 feet, 5th hardest hole in the day. And it really seems like it might be the hardest. Every time you step up to this one, it is so far to get all the way up that hill. In round 2, we only had 3 birdies on the day. Let's see if we can see some more on this card here.
Jeremy grabbing the box. And that made it down the fairway a little bit.
It made the initial gap.
And it didn't kick left.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not in the worst spot.
Adams is in a worse spot.
Mm-hmm. It's kicking left. Jordan needs to get some fire going now. A bit of a slow front 9. This young player has so much skill as you see him rip the smooth shot there, and look at that result.
And that's going to be right inside the circle. This putt does play a bit further, though. Mm-hmm. The camera won't give it justice. It plays probably as about a 35 to 40 footer.
Oh, he's actually just outside the circle.
Oh, he is. So he's playing right around 40 to 42, something like that. It plays far uphill.
Incredible tee shot, still has to work for the birdie. A pretty good example of why this hole is so difficult. I mean, that shot was thrown just about as good as you could expect. And look at this gem of an approach from Adam. Getting the cushion there, and that is a tap-in par.
And all you want to do is kind of make a exact replica of what he just did. But you pulled it, got away with it, you're going to have a putt.
Yeah, that's living pretty. That should have hit something a lot sooner.
McBeth.
And that was a nifty little approach. Just all Anheuser the whole way. Nice smooth landing on the green. And Jordan gets it over the rim, and that's a big birdie. And that's just so insane to think about. We only had 3 birdies in round 2. We're going to jump that all the way up to 20 birdies.
It ain't called moving day for no reason. That's a great par save from you.
Actually, that's not a par save. I'm kind of happy that we missed
you
putt.
You whiffed it.
I missed it really bad. That was actually a much harder putt for bogey than the par putt was. All right. Sweet. Well, let's just call it a par. Hole 11, par 3, 242 feet. Another straight one. This is like Idlewild to a tee. A bunch of tiny trees that form a tight gap. Hit the gap, you're rewarded with a putt for birdie.
Yeah, I actually like the play I've seen a lot of people doing where they're kind of pushing it to that right side. It seems like there's a little bit more. I mean, you could just throw it directly perfect.
Doop.
But as far as a righty goes, they push it with a sidearm to the right. That kind of plays to the fatter part of the green. I really have been liking that play.
And it's a little bit flatter putt as well.
Uh-oh.
And Adam just a fraction off.
He's dangerous from deep, but that's really deep.
Yeah, that's approach range. There's really not much to look at from there. Paul just getting around there, and
that's the fat part of the green I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
I just get so greedy, and I feel like other players probably get greedy as well, to where it's just, they actually frame up this basket so perfectly in the middle that you just think, oh, I can make that.
Uh-huh. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Birdie.
Go away. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Oh, he tried to make it. Okay. That's a sketchy putt going back down. That is not fun.
That's a young man's game. Running at that shot with that much steam, that is a 20-year-old or 20 or younger type play.
If I had a putt like that, I do have a putt like that. That's probably why I do run it. I'm pretty good in the circle, but outside the circle, I've never made it, and so I'm always putting in the circle like that. So I get it. Good run. I know a good run when I see one. I make a lot of good runs.
Yeah, I do too. Sometimes it's a good run from 20 feet.
And there's another birdie for Jordan.
And literally smack dab in the middle. 65 players of the 130, 50% of the field picking up the birdie on hole 11. This is about as much of a deuce or die hole as you're going to see. This one, not so much. Hole 12, par 4, 644 feet. Just that delicate little forehand around the corner or the inside corner backhand turnover, the two most often seen plays as we get down here to the second shot territory. A beautiful blind approach as you go over this hill and down to the left. Anything long or anything right really slopes away heavily from the green. You have to use a lot of finesse with your approach, and that's after a great tee shot.
Yeah, this hole is just tough. It is a tough hole. Even if you throw two really great shots, you might not even have a look at the bird.
And Jordan's trying to push that back door, and that is a pretty okay result, honestly. I don't mind that far because it sets up pretty well for a good flick roller if you have it. Even some backdoor backhand hyzers, but it's pretty. The angle is cut off for the backhand hyzer that far left.
It's so specific where you want to place your disc, and even if you place it there, you have a really tight window where speed control is so important. This is a great kick.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't hit anything.
No, that was completely clean. That was a beautiful shot. Paul, even antsy, even with a beautiful shot, not quite sure if that's going to hit that gap. And when you go to the inside gap with the sidearm, you're really bringing the early right and the back left trees really into play. It's a very narrow gap to hit. Adam also going for the backdoor sidearm, catching a little tree. He'll have a shot from there. And I did not practice this, but I was intrigued by Paul's line. So I'm going to try to replicate that with the Thunderbird.
Inside line?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just, I really liked how far it was getting. And just the last one. So close.
Still right there, though.
Uh-huh. That just probably cost about 60 feet off the shot.
Goner.
Yep, bye-bye. This is an opportunity where I should have learned from Eagle McMahon's roller on hole 15 in the prior round, where he was going sloping away from the hole flick roller, and because he didn't get it down early vertical, it never had a chance to stand up and go left. And the only way that shot would have worked is with an understable disc, but I went with my concrete slab, and that is not an understable disc.
This looks nice.
This needs to get over on edge too, because that hillside, it just doesn't help you. You have to be turning in. And traditionally, we're throwing flick rollers with overstable discs, but in this situation, you really need to use your creativity and pick the next less stable disc in your bag.
This is nice and slow. I like that he chose mid-range. Kind of settles a bit. He's going to have a tricky putt, but that's putt.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
If you took my disc, put it right there for birdie, I would take it for the rest of my life.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Play a little game of horse with yourself. Pick a tough putt and make it.
This needs to go.
It went. Yeah, it went.
Yeah, it went. Yep.
That is textbook shot there. McBeth going with the Paige Pierce buzz.
Good shot.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. I mean, you do the best you can. That was just an errant second, obviously. But definitely time to get back into the action. Jordan, he's getting into the action right there. He's 2 down for the round, but look at the last 5 holes.
Wow. Yeah.
He's getting it.
Yeah, he definitely wants a lead role in this movie.
Mm-mm. That video doesn't exist without that guy's laugh. Yeah, it's a great laugh. On to the KY hole 13, par 4, 472 feet. Very attackable with a good backhand drive that gets through all these trees that you see we're coming up to and gets a good skip off this pretty grabby grass. But you execute the shot cleanly and you're going to be rewarded with a circle 2 putt to this tiny island green, and that's actually all safe behind it except for the right side and left side of those white lines that are behind that little island. And Jordan, filet mignon, folks. Filet mignon.
Really good.
Yeah, heater. This guy's got little tiny fire emojis. He's only 200 for the round, but he's fire emoji in his heart right now.
That is really good.
McBeth trying to match the line from the last round, and that is disaster.
Yeah, that's not good. That's bogey territory for sure.
And even with birdies in the last 2, he still is trailing the chase card action led by Eagle McMahon right now.
Blistered.
And this is
too far.
Yeah, outdriven, but hey, you take that miss over the early miss out of bounds.
Yes.
8 days of the week.
Go. Now hit.
Now what happened here? Oh, catch cam. Oh, man. I wanted to see what happened. They said that hit safe and then rolled OB.
I mean, it was early.
Yeah, it was a bad shot. It was a terrible shot. But I still wanted to see what happened.
Here we go.
That's my own selfish desires.
That's actually a good shot to get. He's throwing out of bounds. Or over OB the entire way almost of that flight.
Super scary shot. Had to make that happen.
For sure. So even though he catches... Nice shot. Even though he catches a bit late, he still threw a really good shot. And that's going to be a really good par save for you. That's scary as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I feel like if you were anywhere, you'd want to be there with that shot. Like, that's your shot. You're going to make that shot.
Yeah, agreed.
Sit. Okay.
So McBeth is going to card his second bogey of the round. The first one, obviously, that double bogey on hole 7. And Adam trying to save the birdie from 80 feet. He's off left. Jordan can be the savior for the card with an eagle putt from 38 feet. And look at this guy go right now. 6 down in the last 6 holes. And just like that, he was out of the mix. And he is not out of the mix right now.
No, it's actually quite inspiring to see how, like you said, if you catch the front 9 coverage, how on one of his shots he goes out of bounds and he just says right away, oh, that was out of bounds. That's my fault. Mm-hmm. No up and down emotion. And now he's able to keep that same emotion, catch on fire, and nothing's changed.
Yeah, the negative energy has to be released. Positive energy is something you want to hold on to and use that as you especially get to holes like this where that tight gap off the tee can really seem small if you're not feeling it, and it seems like an ocean when you're feeling good. The hole 14, this par 4, is all about hitting that initial gap and getting somewhere down the bottom of the hill. And from there, it's just a pitch across over to this little island green, but it's actually a pretty big island green.
You can catch our book, Good Vibes, coming out soon. Jerm, Koling, Paul Ulibarri, Big Barry.
Big Barry. Hitting maybe the skinniest one of the bunch there. But that's what you can expect when you miss your line on hole 14. Adam, that was... Man, I couldn't quite tell what he hit until seeing that now. And you don't really see that when you're lining up the shot. You're just hitting the gap and then...
But you are trying to... This is more the height you want. Your height, his shot, money.
Right.
2 misses, 2 different misses.
And there's another knock-knock joke there.
That's good.
Yeah. One soft skip. And one nestle right where you want to be at the bottom of the hill.
Jump putting from there.
Mm-hmm. Jordan.
No.
Early release.
It's going to be tough from there, but it's makeable. Not makeable, but up and down's makeable.
Up and downable.
I keep saying makeable at the end.
Yeah.
Stop it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just wanted to get the distance. It didn't really matter so much. It's just missing those initial trees was the only thing on my mind.
Oh, no.
And Adam is in trouble now. He's put himself in the thickest part of the forest.
Yeah, you did it.
Jordan giving himself a sarcastic pat on the back there as he makes his way down the fairway, and he's got a long par save. Adam's going to need to get real crafty here.
He is pretty crafty, though.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to have to study a little bit more.
Uh-huh. Not quite crafter-nooning type crafty, but maybe crafter hours later on in the hole? Yeah. And he's going to have that for bogey, so tough hole 14 for Adam and Jordan. Paul may be looking to ring this one up.
Drop.
Just over the top. So close to hit metal.
But he's in a need for birdies, and he needs to get them quick because, that chase card and Dickerson from last
Fifth card
or whatever
yeah, wherever he
is. He is annihilating the course, and they are pushing.
And at this point, Ricky has actually finished his round, and he has shot a 14 under. So we have a new course record officially with Ricky Wysocki's round. And that's not going to help. That is about as short a miss as you're going to see from Paul.
Yeah, that was out of character. But Adam makes good for his bogey. You're tapping in for a par. Jordan's getting a bogey as well if he makes this. I have a lot of confidence that he will.
Yeah. Man, the vibes on this card right now, man. We were all cool with each other. It's just the shots just weren't getting through at this point. We know that the timetable it's closing on us quick. We only have these next 4 holes to make something special happen, and it's still time to salvage a good round, actually. Believe it or not, if you go birdie and then you maybe get an eagle on 16 or 17 and a birdie on 18, you still are going to finish high, if not up there for the win. Hole 15, it all starts here, though. We've got to get this birdie on this uphill par 4. Keeping a drive in the fairway is so important. Anything off the fairway spells disaster.
That's really good.
Yeah,
that does not spell disaster. I'm not a very good speller, but I know that one does not spell disaster.
No, that's keeping birdie in play. Paul going so much hyzer and never standing up, just missing the line.
That's way left, but if he has some sort of lean out, there could be an option of a flex sidearm through the gap, and it actually makes the gap bigger the more left you go.
Yep.
If you have that initial opening.
You can swing. There's so many trees that are close to one another that a lot of times you just can't get a swing. You can't pull back and actually get a proper hit. But Jordan will have all the room that he needs after that dandy of a tee shot.
Yes. Oh, that is good.
And a little strange reaction off the ground, but doesn't really hurt at all. And Jordan looking at throwing a backhand lefty. Oh, wait, sidearm.
Back kick left?
I didn't see it, and I don't remember.
All right, I'll give it a go. Disaster. All right, that's all I got. I know I could get the first one. He had a swing.
Yeah.
You just missed it.
Just missed it. I don't know if you can see here, but this tree is real obnoxious.
Oh, your swing tree right there behind you?
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. That's fine.
Come on, give me a break.
It's in a circle, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I was
needing it to be close.
I needed it to be close.
Yeah, I got you.
I needed it to be close.
For sure. You needed it like that guy.
Yeah. I just chose the wrong disc. I thought that it was a little bit farther than it was, and I went with my Thunderbird instead of the mortar. The mortar would have been hunting chains thrown the same way.
I hit the same ones.
Yeah.
Coming in.
Yeah, it's a very common thing. If you're a little bit pinched off, you try to overpower that forehand. A lot of shots at that back door. And Paul, he's definitely, that is no layup there. Paul is trying to make that just about 4 inches outside the circle.
And about 4 inches on the right side. Maybe less.
Yeah, It, from my perspective, it never had a chance, but you're right. I mean, like 2 inches left and maybe it catches and goes in, but just not really my round.
Yeah, so now we're going into 16, 17, 18. 16 is very eagleable, 17 very eagleable, 18's the toughest hole in the course, but doable.
It's very doable, and Yeah, and we know at this point that Dickerson, I believe, is in the clubhouse at 26
Hole 16
under par.
is a par 5 where the OB line and the tall grass line the fairway for nearly 800 feet. Landing inbounds on this hole is the first step. The second shot is just as demanding and unique in that the landing zone is 40 feet below the throwing surface, which is only 80 feet short of the heavily wooded island green. Let's see how it plays out.
Well, I know how it has to play out. You guys need to get a lot of under par strokes on this hole. First step is landing inbounds. Adam going very aggressive here. This needs to get down and no skip. Okay.
Just hangs on. And when it goes down that hill, you just never quite know how much action it's going to have with that skip.
And at this point, McBeth is pretty much the only person with a
Right.
chance to win the tournament.
To
You
win.
guys are definitely wanting to get your best position, of course, but all eyes are going to be on McBeth at this point in the round.
And at 17, we saw him just skip off the island in round 2. And 16 is one of the most eagled par 5s or of any hole on the course. Opportunity is certainly there.
I had Kevin Jones on my card go eagle.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
4 under 2 holes, that's just what the doctor ordered for all of you guys. And so far, all's good is good. Everybody's in bounds. Jordan Castro has tasted a little bit of eagle blood this round already, so
See if lightning can strike twice in 4 holes, as this one pushes down the right side. Never really in danger of going OB, but
it's a little shorter than you would want.
actually outdrives Paul. Paul going super conservative with that spike hyzer, just putting him in position to go the big flex shot. He said he was going to go for the green, but this one does not quite have the inertia to push the green. However, it does have the inertia to get down there for a 68-foot. There you go, 68-foot putt for eagle, but it is obstructed by many trees, so that will be a tough putt.
Yeah, a little miss, but I mean that's your job. Give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
And he did that. This is turning over, but this is usually fine. Catch these trees and then just jump putt to the pin, and you're fine.
That hit 400 things. Oh my gosh.
That's a whole book of knock jokes right there. You're taking this one extra wide as long as this swings in front of the trees.
I kind of liked it. Ended up hitting those trees at the edge that knocked me back to about 85 feet.
Okay.
Would have been inside circle 2 without hitting those, but I mean I brought them into play by going that wide.
This isn't turned over enough. This is going to be at best about where McBeth is, I think. Oh. Really?
No, way closer.
Jeez.
Yeah, he just got all the way down there
That was
clean.
bizarre. Yeah, no kick, nothing.
He's just outside circle 1.
Go.
And look at that.
Hit.
Oh,
my-
boy, that's
really living the right way.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah. Good shot. Good run. Trying to make it. Bird instead.
Worse results.
Yeah. Must make here.
Paul knows what he has to do. He's the champion that lives for situations like this. Very difficult putt.
Oh, good catch. What a putt. Just the moments that this guy takes advantage of. Not the moments that he puts himself in. The
Yeah.
moments that he takes advantage of. Like, just to now all of a sudden he's in it.
Yep.
You know, he seals his own fate.
Yep.
From this point on.
And that, yeah. 2 eagles on this one. And that's what we expect to see from Adam. That good, clean putting stroke.
Stripe show.
Yep.
Good birdie.
The hole just really opens up once you get a good tee shot in bounds. Really makes birdie pretty easy to get, but that eagle feels so rewarding. And we have got a bit of a star frame +2. I don't know if Jomez kicks an extra in a situation like that, but there will be a donation to the Edge Foundation, of course, on Jomez's behalf. And we are here on hole 17, 2 holes remaining. McBeth, right now, as it stands, he's still 1 back of Chris Dickerson's 26 into the clubhouse. He knows what he has to do. Keep one down the fairway, and if he's trying to win this tournament, put one close and maybe make a putt for the big eagle.
This hole, it is one tough compadre.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here, folks. Adam.
Safe deal.
Yes, inbounds.
You could put my disc there every time. I'd be like, yep, deal.
Yeah, you could put me 50 feet off the tee pad and say I'm safe.
Uh-oh. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I know that spot. That is a tough spot. That is also one tough compadre.
Yeah. And that is kicked well left. Pablo going to have to make something special happen from there.
He just needs to get up and down. And then
But it's tricky. It's tough over there.
Oh, yes.
Be the one.
Oh.
Be the one.
A double kick.
Be the one.
Oh.
Don't. Can we edit that?
You got a putt for birdie.
I got a putt for birdie, but I want to putt for eagle, Paul.
That's OB.
Yeah, and you can go right, but you can't go that far right. That is in the high grass out of bounds.
He was
on
right.
16.
I didn't even think about that.
That is a safe play if you just barely miss those woods on the right. But
this is so hard from here.
yeah,
He just throws it in.
that would be special.
Oh, no. Oh, that's it.
And
what?
yeah, it actually rolled on top of the wall.
Oh, no. That's it.
Look at this. To go for it from outside 100 feet is...
That is disrespectful. Do you know who this guy is?
I don't think Idlewild cares.
Hole 17 doesn't care who you are.
I don't think
or where
Idlewild
you're
cares
from.
who you are, man. It really
Yep.
it is. It does not discriminate.
No luck. Oh, no. That's not it. Oh, boy.
Hate to see it.
Yep, well.
We're gonna have a chase card champ, and at this point, is it gonna be Eagle McMahon? Is it gonna be Chris Dickerson? Chris Dickerson from like the 8th card. I don't even know what card he was on.
Or is it going to be Jordan Castro? Still making big putts.
No, it's not going to be Jordan Castro, but that is a huge par save. Hats off to Jordan for continuously fighting all the way through this treacherous course.
So what's the vibe like now?
Well, Paul, it's not good. You know, at this point, we knew that Paul was the only saving grace that we had on the lead card, and you know, sometimes Idlewild's your friend. It plays like Idlemild, and sometimes you understand why they call it Idlewild. You know? Still an opportunity.
This is a second Pro Tour stop where Paul has been tracked down from a second card.
Yeah.
And
we're starting to see a lot more of that in the last 3 years, honestly. The level of play is so deep that it's starting to feel like that level of golf where you don't know where the winner's going to be. The league card used to win every tournament.
Right.
And now it's just really not that way anymore. And it speaks to the level of play of so many players who dedicate their life to the sport. As we move down one of the hardest fairways in the sport, hole 18, obviously, once again, the hardest hole on the course. Got to keep it in the fairway.
oh boy, that is not the best kick, but I think Adam would rather be left than right.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have sidearm from there that might be able to play down the fairway. Asking it to go lefter.
Yeah. Anything down the right side. I'm with you there with Adam.
Yes.
I would much rather be in the left side. Jordan, that is so good. Look at that. Just a little unfortunate to nestle right behind that tree.
That was good. Good angle control, good drift. Just needed a little bit more power or a little bit more turn.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, he'll take that every day.
And I when Paul isn't going to win an event, not that he's at all trying to. He's trying his best, of course, but at the same time, there's a little bit of that fight that's just kind of gone, and it's at this point, we're just trying to finish the rounds with pars, and Jordan obviously with the birdie. Look at this effort from Adam from out of position. And like you called it, that's where he'd like to be able to force that flex through the gap, put himself in a great position to try to save the par. I don't really know what I was thinking here.
Oh, man. Jeremy.
Yeah, you're right. Well, Jeremy. But I didn't really know what else to do. There was nothing good from there.
You need to get a flippy.
I don't know, Paul. I'm tired. I threw away so many opportunities to win this tournament. I'm just trying to get it over with.
Yeah.
But actually, kind of favorable result to be in a position where I could throw this duffer of a shot.
Go. Oh, man, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough low ceiling. But
yeah, if I were 8, if I was the height that I was when I was 8, I'd have a nice shot from there.
yeah, you're one of the one people in the tournament that just doesn't really have a chance.
What do you want me to do? Like throw a skip shot from 40 feet?
Lay down. Adam really grinding over this par save. He knows it's important. Pro Tour points, money, bonuses, it all comes down to these last couple shots. I mean, a lot of things are still riding on good finishes. When you have a trophy case the size of McBeth's, those things really don't matter.
Yeah.
But to a lot of players,
sure,
especially the rest of the players on the course right now,
my face stayed planted in the ground for a good 40 seconds after that. I was just done.
I can't right now.
I hope you guys are getting a good laugh out of my pain. This is a huge putt for Adam, actually. This is to tie McBeth, who just missed his par putt. And this is for a share of the 5th place finish. And that is a solid par save for Adam.
Good putt. I mean,
Yeah,
bad drive, great upshot, another good upshot, and then a great putt. That's how hard hole 18 is. Par's good. he'll take it. Jordan will take par as well, even with almost a perfect drive.
I think I've finally removed my face from the ground.
Yeah.
And there it is. That's the final hole for you folks. That was a doozy. Look at the round 3 results of our league group. Paul McBeth, 22. Myself at 21. Jordan at 20. Adam at 22. And if those were the top scores, that would have been a tight finish. But look at the Eagle McMahon finishing at 12 under, shooting at 27 under. And actually, Chris Dickerson was at 25. So Eagle won by 2 strokes. So congratulations to him. Andrew Marweed with a great performance last week. He gets in 3rd place. He was actually in 3rd place all 3 rounds of the event. And if you are interested in a Grip 6 giveaway, head over to grip6.com/JomezPro. Thank you so much to the JomezPro Founders Club.
Thank you. Yeah.
Paul, thank you for joining us in the booth this week. I hope you enjoyed the action like everyone at home did.
I absolutely loved it.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we're going to see you next week at the Ledgestone Insurance Open in Peoria, Illinois.
That's right.